All righty, back again. We'll try it. Take number 2. Wayne Mausser, Paul Coot Williams is here, and geez, like I said, a couple of years ago that we talked to you about your fishing tackle business, lures, and it's going great guns, isn't it?
Oh, big time. A lot has happened in 2.5 years, that's for sure.
And I know Aaron is here, your son, and that you've got all kinds of followers. LinkedIn, 435, Facebook, over 50,000, and it's TikTok, a ton of followers too, almost 57,000. So, you know, people are really interested in what you're doing.
Yes, Aaron and I, my wife, my daughter Jessica, we've all been doing a lot of videos of my fishing, my travels, my adventures. We even have Coot's Kitchen. My wife and I do a little segment on food, on how we prepare food and all that kind of stuff, great recipes. So it's been a lot of fun so far.
You should have brought something you could have cooked today, and I would have been, you know, glad to eat that.
My wife's a great cook, that's for sure.
All right. Okay, tell us now, again, the lure started out as kind of not really a business, but it soon became one, didn't it?
Yeah, I was showing a few different techniques, and I started making lures on my own, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to sell stuff because the stuff that I'm making actually catches a lot of fish. So over the years, I've been progressing on different products and all that. And if I see a product, I try to make it better, and that's what I have been doing with the Magnet Go, my trolling rods, the Firefly, the Rattling Wasp, all that.
Yes, you brought in one of the rods, and I'm looking right now on a screen that shows some of your lures. Is it primarily for walleye, or what is it?
Well, the Rattling Wasp pretty much will catch anything. I've got muskies, bass, northerns, walleyes, crappies on them. Trolling, especially trolling. You know, you can actually cast with them also. But I'm a troller. I like to troll.
Now, you've had a lot of experience in fishing. Otherwise, you wouldn't know what you're doing, and you obviously do. So you picked it up and you love it, and all of a sudden you decided to do this stuff. I'm looking at some fish, a huge fish. Looks like a big walleye to me, and then I'm on to the right of that. I see firefly lights. So you've got one in your hand right now. So that is primarily for nighttime fishing.
Yes, a lot of salmon and a lot of walleye guys like this because it actually slides up and down on your flag. It's an accessory, and it's an LED light with a lithium battery. So the light will illuminate for over 200 plus hours. So that's really good. Now I have guys actually using this for ice fishing, for tip-ups, for night fishing.
And I don't want to think about that right now, Paul, to tell you the truth. But you have to experiment, and first, you know, you come up with something that works for you. And what you want to do then is, you know, make it available and have people come back, give you positive feedback. So that's kind of what you did in the early days, wasn't it? Did you get feedback from anglers?
Yes, I love feedback because I cannot fix or correct any problems if I don't have any feedback. And I always tell my customers, I want to know right away if there's an issue. If there is an issue, I take care of it right away for them.
What goes into making a lure? What kind of material do you have to do? How do you make it?
Well, there's a lot of different types of lures out there. You have metal lures, plastic lures, some are glass lures, some lead lures. It all depends on what I'm looking at. The Firefly is pretty much a plastic, and what's really nice about the Firefly is if you drop it in there and the light is on, it floats. So that's a good idea.
And the fish can see that on the surface. You know, for people who aren't great fishermen like myself, do these help the people with a lack of ability out there?
Well, I try to make it simple and easy for people to use my products, and also the price point. I'm trying to make it affordable so people can go fishing out there.
I'm talking with Paul Coot Williams, HT Enterprises Inc., and he's been selling lures for a number of years now, and of course you can get it online, or you've got a shop here in the town of Black Wolf. But tell us a little bit more about what's really popular in the summertime, and then as you progress toward fall, what becomes really more popular?
The summertime is pretty much a lot of trolling, and with my trolling rods, I brought on 2 different types of trolling rods. A couple years ago, I had an 8'6" telescopic and an 8-foot telescopic, both medium action. And I found out by fishing a lot over Lake Erie that the guys over there like using 7-foot one-piece rods. So I had a 7-foot medium light and a 7-foot medium trolling rod, one piece. And I brought it in. I wanted to show you, feel how lightweight this thing is.
Oh, it's all fiberglass and,
Nope, that's actually graphite. So
Oh,
it's
really?
very, very light, it's very durable, and I've been catching a lot of big walleyes on the Bay of Green Bay with this trolling rod. It's been a lot of fun.
now you go on the Bay of Green Bay, or you can go on Lake Winnebago, or smaller waters?
I pretty much go anywhere I can go. My wife and I, we did 6 weeks over at Lake Erie this past year. We brought in 20 friends, and we pretty much trolled all the time, catching big walleyes over there. A lot of them 4 to 8 pounders, and a lot of fun. So I'm hoping we can do that again next year, maybe.
I'm looking at, well, a lot of pictures of huge fish, more than I've seen or caught in my life. And these are tournaments, and obviously your lures do well in tournaments.
Yes, I had a couple, Gracie and Gary Mangelli. They actually won their Sheboygan Walleye Club in June for the Sheboygan Walleye Club. It was a Winnebago tournament, and they were using my Rattling Wasp, and they caught some nice walleyes over in Butamore.
Well, that, I can see those fish are something else, and again, reaping the rewards of that. So again, that's other feedback, and you're becoming pretty popular in this area, aren't you, statewide?
It seems like it. I give a lot of credit to my son. As long as I give him the content, he puts it out there on my Facebook, my Twitter, and TikTok, and all that kind of good stuff. And with TikTok, I've been meeting a lot of neat people on TikTok. Ed the Diver.
I'm looking at him right now with
Yeah.
you, yes.
We had a great day on the Bay of Green Bay. We went, they went scuba diving. I took them out in the boat, and that. Ed's a really neat guy because he'll actually go into a river and he cleans the river bottom.
Mhm.
He'll pull out old lures, trash, anything he finds, he'll pull it out. So it actually makes the river cleaner for people.
Well, that's a good thing. Obviously, that looks like a beautiful day on the Bay of Green Bay. And another picture here, I don't know where you're at, but you're just about ready to either get in the water or get out. But you're displaying your pole.
Yes, it was a good time over there, and I was trying to find the picture we're looking at here, but.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah, we
Michigan,
went
okay.
to Lower Michigan for Holes for Heroes. It's a veterans golf outing,
Mhm.
and I donated a fishing trip there, and I actually gave a couple rods out to the winners. And she's actually going to come to Oshkosh next year, and I'm going to take her fishing out there.
So the word gets out and you do a little guiding as well, is that it?
I am not a guide, so I just take my friends out fishing and have a good day and have fun. That's about it.
I see some more pictures, and I saw a picture of Hootenanny. Wasn't that what I believe so?
Yes, he's a cool guy. He's got his boat on Manitowoc, and he actually started on the internet too as a gourmet garage cooking guy. And this guy can phenomenally cook, and he loves salmon fishing. So he invited my wife and I, Kathy and Aaron, to go out fishing, and we caught some nice fish that day out in Manitowoc. And super nice guy.
So what works good on salmon? Is it the same thing that you catch walleye with?
No, it's a little different tackle. It's a lot heavier. Uses a lot of spoons and flies, dodgers and dipsy divers, and it's a totally different animal in Lake Michigan.
It is, and I have not fished on Lake Michigan, but been on Lake Michigan, and I would think you'd have to know what you're doing to be on that lake.
Oh yeah,
And-
you gotta spend time out there, that's for sure.
Okay, what else do you have that you want to touch on? The lures obviously take a little while to make, but now you're kind of mass producing the lures a little more, or not?
Yes, we have a lot of lures being made, but we also, my son got a great idea that we need to brand Coots lures. So
Yeah,
he
I
came
see
up with these great shirts that we have. The Coot is on the front, and my logo, Let's Go Fishing, is on the back side. So we started bringing in shirts and hats, and oh my God, it's been taking off. People have, but they like our shirts. It's nice colors, USP 450 on the shirt, so it's great for not getting sunburned and that kind of stuff. Very cool on that.
You know, it's nice to be able to do something which you obviously love and then make a living off of it too.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a living.
Well,
but
okay, it's fun though.
It's been
and
fun doing
is,
it, you know, and meeting a lot of people. It's just crazy.
Kind of a labor of love in a way, but
Yes, yes. And I've been retired 5.5 years from the fire department, so what I'm doing right now is just, it's fun for me and my family. We're traveling and meeting different people and selling stuff. I just got invited to go to Indiana for a sports fishing show in February, so I'm looking forward to going down there.
All right, I see that you won an award for your float. It's a boat and the poles and people on board, and I don't see anybody jumping over, so it's okay.
No, that was a fun one. My wife did a great job of putting the boat together. It was a jungle theme, so we played The Lion Sleeps Tonight in the boat, and we actually won the float parade. It was pretty cool in Van Dyne, small town USA.
All righty. Anything else? I don't know what you
Maybe
might
after.
have yet that we're going to be talking about. But a couple of things here. I'm talking with
Yeah,
Paul Coote Williams, and he's talking about his fishing tackle and the fact that he's got a lot of followers that have enjoyed and are, just really enjoying the lures. I'm looking at a big net. Now, I don't need a net, frankly, because I don't catch any fish. But for those who do, what kind of a? This is reinforced. This is very heavy.
This is my Eagle slider net. I'm pro staffing for Eagle nets, and this is the net I prefer. What I'm showing off here is my Magnetco, because this is the Magnetco how it works. It's a magnet, 4-pound pull on there. So when you send this net way out to try to net the fish, the net stays in one place till you put the fish in the net. Then the magnets separate. So that's why I had to bring this in and show you, because I just love this Eagle net with my Magnetco system on there.
That makes a lot of sense, because sometimes, when you net, the net goes all over the place, the fish swims into it, and
Especially when you're trolling, what happens when you dip the net into the water, it actually starts going backwards because it's gonna get close to the fish and the hooks. By the Magnetco holding in place, it'll stay there till you get the fish in the net.
All right, Grandpa Coote, the Ashton born in May of this year, so congratulations.
Oh yeah, it's been great having that little one guy around.
He's going to be
Pretty cool.
fishing before he knows it, and maybe tying lures, right?
And maybe more rods in the boat.
Yes. Okay. Oh, anything else?
Nope, I think it's pretty much covered. I thank you very much for having us again. It's been a great time.
Now I want to ask you, how do people get a hold of these lures? Where do they go to? What's your
I
website?
can go to cootslures.com, and my address and phone number's all on there. And just get a hold of me on what they need and want. I actually have 39 stores selling a lot of my products in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Indiana, and Ohio.
Well, that's great. Congratulations once again. That a lot of great lures and people having a lot of success with it, and that's what makes a good lure.
What's your slogan?
Let's go fishing.
All right, let's go fishing. I like it. Paul Coote Williams and Aaron in here and his wife Kathy, thanks for stopping by today. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully it doesn't take another 2 years to get together.
I hope not. That'd be great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Again, Paul Coote Williams talking about his lures. We're going to play a quick song here and then come back. I've got another interview scheduled, in just a couple of minutes. But let's go to driver's seat and sniffing the tears on the boat.